Hello, this is Mark Hilliard with Beyond 20, and today I want to talk about one of the new features in version 6, 7, and well, soon to be 8, and that is the Pinboard. The Pinboard is actually pretty handy. I have found myself starting to use it more and more often, but one of the things I find it really, really great for is frequently used expressions that are not associated with an object. And what do I mean by that? If I go to my expression manager, I can associate my expressions with any object that is basically listed to be with the expression manager, or I can associate it with no object. Now, what good is this? Well, one of the things that we find ourselves using very frequently in forms is the required field border. You'll see it out of the box throughout Cherwell. It's a red border that goes on if there's no value in the field. Once you put a value in the field, it goes back to normal bordered color. The nice thing about this particular expression is it doesn't require an association with any specific object. So you could reuse this expression over and over and over again in any object in the system. I'll quickly create the expression here for you. And we just call it the required field border. It is a it is a case statement, not a logical. And what we basically say, again, we're going to use our lovely system functions here. If the associated field value is empty, we're going to make it a color. And Cherwell makes this pretty easy for us in themes because there is form control required field border. And then, of course, default, which means there is a value. We just go ahead and make that the theme form control border color, whatever that is. And then it's just based on your theme, and then you know it's always going to be the same no matter what. Now, I've associated with nothing. This is actually in a blueprint folder here. You could put it in the global folder if you'd like. But again, this is not associated with any object, so it's available to me in any object. Now, a lot of the time I find myself going and using this over and over and over and over again, and it gets a little tedious trying to track it down, changing the association to none, finding this, going back in, so on and so forth. The nice thing here is I can take this and I can pin it for me. I can say, I want this in my Pinboard folder. And you can see it here, it's now pinned. And if I go to my Pinboard folder, I will now see the required field border. The nice thing here is that now anytime I want to get back to this expression, no matter what association I'm in, what object I'm in, what I'm doing, if I want this expression, I simply go to my Pinboard folder, and there it is, ready for me to use. Now, again, this is helpful for this particular type of expression. It's also very helpful for frequently used one-steps or commands that you find yourself utilizing all the time. If you find yourself in one-steps using the refresh command constantly, well, go ahead and just pin that command to the Pinboard. Or save actions, things like that. Or a one-step that you may need to call from other one-steps throughout your system. Go ahead and just pin that one-step right here in your Pinboard, and it's always there for you, very easy to find. Hope this has been helpful, and I encourage you to explore the Pinboard further. Please be sure to subscribe to this channel, Beyond 20 LLC, and visit our website at www.beyond20.com.